You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM. The most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey. The most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Is Pharaoh still existing? As he be born, resembling an Israelite, not being treated right, enslaved day and night. Oh, we just can't go on this way. We just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go on this way. We like the Israelites still in pain. We just can't. Night and day, for next to nothing pay, so they can't see their way. We don't enjoy equal facility, like Pharaoh and company, brainwashing we say we free. We just can't go this way. We just can't go this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't go. Suffer like this. You said that you would take care of the poor, just like you did in Egypt. When Pharaoh had the Israelites in bondage, you delivered them. But here again, we are in the same khaki pants. We have those modern Pharaoh who oppress the poor, who represents Israel. They confuse us with so much lie. Not even thinking that we would realize criticized. We could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord, please listen to this prayer that comes from before. Please send us another Moses again. Oh, we just can't go on this way. Please deliver us today. Time to make them oppress us pay. So the children could see their way. Make them get on their knees and pray. Then I'll be up to judgment day. Just can't make it this way. Please deliver us today. Be like the Israelites did today. Please send us another Moses again. Lord, we just can't make it this way. Yes, deliver us today. Oh, we just can't go this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Please listen to what I say. Yes, hurry up with judgment day. We just can't make it this way. No, we just can't make it this way. Must we get old and gray? And the children can't see their way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. Oh, we just can't make it this way. We like the Israelites did today. Please send us another Jesus again. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh. Lord, we just can't go this way. Lord, we just can't make it this way. No, 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 we just can't go this way. Please hurry up with judgment day. When you have trouble, don't cry. Oh no, no. Just remember that God is standing by. Hold on, yeah. When you have heartaches, don't cry. Oh no, oh no. Just remember that God is standing by. Sometime when your burden is down, just remember God is standing by. Take it all. So there's no need to cry. Oh, oh, God is standing by. Take it all. So don't you worry and don't cry. No, no. When you have troubles, don't cry. Oh no, oh no. Just remember remember that God is standing by. When you come running over, just remember God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So there's no need to cry. God is standing by. Thank you, Lord. So don't you worry and don't cry. Oh Lord, yeah. Forget about your troubles. Forget about your pain. Yeah. Put your trust in the Father. Yeah. Oh God. God is standing by. Take it home. So there is no need to cry. No need to cry. Oh, God is standing by. Lord Almighty. So don't you worry and don't cry. Don't cry. Forget about your troubles and don't cry. No. Forget about your pain and don't cry. Just trust in the Father and don't cry. No, I don't shed no tears. Don't cry.
Say you get up one morning, your elders have something, you don't know how they get it, but you want to use it. But if you ask them old people to get the things what they went through, ask them this any day, and your parents sure to say, black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're able to get a pulley and jam with the devil. Why? Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind, brother, that you're ready to swim offshore and hold your boat steady. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that dragon eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man do get nothing easy. You get up one morning, and oil money running. How it come you don't know, so that it care how the thing go. But if they read about Uriah, they wanna find out the pressure. How we get so much old hell to get a penny from TLL. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. You got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. Make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming, for black man to get a little something. So when you're here, you get a little something. With that eagle eye, you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. I say we get up one morning, independence happening. Getting the thing come easy. Now they're taking liberty. But if they know about petition, we are to send to England for some woman to tell we in this colony free. Black man have to keep on jabbing. For black man to get a little something, you got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. People hold you, humiliate you, turn on and sell you, and then they free you. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something. So when you hear you get a little something with that dragon, now you keep watching, because I don't tell you already. Black man don't get nothing easy. So when a black man gets something, he got to start thinking. You get it there easy. You got to practice economy. From getting licked from the slave master to become the landowner. Brother, it's a terrible journey. Back with plenty brutality. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to rise up, you got to stand up. Pick up your mind, you will always stay on top. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to go to conference in England to get independence in your own land. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, you got to take up your own cash money, pay people for your own refinery. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something, make up your mind to be a magician, to make money out of scrap iron. Black man have to keep on jamming. For black man to get a little something.
It's all about you. LA's fine, sunshine most of the time, and the feeling is laid back. Palm Tree Road, rent so low, don't you know? I keep working my way back. But I'm a Jamaican boy who's born and raised. Nowadays I'm lost between two shores. LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York is home, but it ain't mine no more. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am my pride. I am said and I am lost, and I can't even say why. Leaving me lonely still. Did you read about a father who dreamed of being a king? And they all became one, except for the name. A few other chains you talk about me. The story is the same one, but I've got this emptiness deep inside, and it won't let me go. And I'm a man who don't like to swear, but I hate the sound of being alone. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am my pride. said then I am lost and I can't even say why. I am myself to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am my pride, I am said when I am lost and I can't even say why. Leaving me alone.
Keep me world apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be. Cover my mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover my mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover Cover me, cover me, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walshid, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. And you know, as we always say, ladies and gentlemen, we originate, we don't imitate. Doesn't matter what color t-shirt you have on a brown t-shirt, a purple t-shirt, a maroon t-shirt. Each and every one is welcome. Doesn't matter what planet you're from Mazatania, Xenorania, Sonoranias. Each and every one is welcome in the village on WZYE 95.9 FM. Don't forget, ladies, as you join us, share the live on WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe on WZYE TV and YouTube. And you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444. You can also reach us at 973-609-6509. And this is how we start eating.
It have our place, WZYE, where they treat you like friends and family. So if you're looking for a place to belong, going WZYE, you could come along. If you have haste, come with me. We have dad on WZYE, Santa Meditate.
Of course, ladies and gentlemen, that's the one and only Dr. Love himself. And of course, you know by now, we are the only radio program on the planet with an oath/pledge to the people that we bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Take a listen.
Ansam LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our oath/pledge to you, the people, that we will bring you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Tommy, welcome.
That's right. Nothing but the truth. Welcome, welcome. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to the family, to you, to everyone. It's a pleasure being here in the village.
Tommy, welcome. Tommy, we when is the last Bizram joined us?
I don't know. Maybe he's having problem with his internet.
You know what? Let me do something.
I hope he's okay.
Let me call Bizram. We do different things here. We say we originate, we don't imitate, right?
True.
Let me call Bizram, because Bizram is normally always
early in the village.
Yeah, he's always early in the village. So let me call him and see. That's how we just do it, ladies and gentlemen. We say we originate, we don't imitate. Let's call one of our loyal listeners. So we calling a gentleman by the name of Bizram. We want Bizram.
Well, good evening.
You are live on you are live. You hear me? Hold on, wait, 1 minute. Oh, Bizram, hold on. You are live on WZYE 95.9 FM, and we haven't heard from you in a few days, so we know you are one of our loyal listeners. So we're calling you to see how you're doing.
Yeah.
Did you hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me? You heard me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Turn on your computer. Is your computer up? Turn on your computer if your computer on.
Let me call you back. All
right.
That course line there.
Yeah, call me back. All right. Yeah, so
Okay.
folks.
So he's okay.
Yeah. You know, we say we originate, we don't imitate. We really mean that. We know Bizram is a person who will be here with us, so we just decided to give him a call. You know, we do that every once in a while, Tommy, just to check in on people to see how they're going. You know? Yeah. That's how we just do it. That's how we just do the thing. Let's go to the chat. Hanif going clear, boy?
Yep.
Hanif you're going clear. Yeah, Bizram.
Yeah, hear what happened, right? Good night.
Good night.
You tell everyone out there.
Yeah.
You might find out you're hearing me these days.
Yeah.
I warded in the Sandy Granny Hospital.
Oh, you're warded in Sandy Granny Hospital.
Hello?
Yeah, we hearing you. Yeah, Bizram.
What's wrong?
See, I am in the hospital, I warded.
Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that. We didn't hear you, so we decided to call you. Yeah, we hear you. We didn't hear you, Bizram, so we decided to call you. And we wish
Yes, I am in. I have to go for operation tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
I have an infection on my leg.
Oh, wow.
5 days now in the hospital, right?
Oh.
You hear me?
Yeah, we hearing you loud and clear.
I wish you a speedy recovery.
Because I'm sick. I got so sick I couldn't even walk.
Wow.
So now recover. Tomorrow is the operation. They have to do surgery.
Oh, okay, man. We go pray for you, man.
Infected.
Wow. We go pray for you, man. Something, Bizram. Well, let me say this, Bizram. Something told me.
Yeah.
Tommy and I here. We just started the program. Something told me, call Bizram. You see how things don't just happen just so, man. Something told me to call you, you know.
Yes.
And we call you and look at that. Man, yeah, go ahead.
I got real sick.
Yeah, now.
Real sick, so I booked for operation tomorrow.
Well, man, we go pray for you, pray for the doctors. We go
clean the bone out and thing.
Yeah, we go pray
for that. Do a good job.
Right. Well, listen to this.
If they don't do a good job,
No,
I'm
no.
not going to do
Bijram,
it.
Bijram,
Yeah,
here what we gonna do.
yeah,
We're gonna pray
Yeah.
for the hands who are gonna do the
Yeah.
surgery, that everything is gonna come out fantastic, and in a few days you're gonna be back
right.
to yourself, and that's
Okay.
what we're gonna pray for. We ain't gonna pray for anything else.
Yeah,
We're just gonna pray for all the positive to happen,
yeah.
and good things gonna come out from this. And the
Right, right.
doctor hands, we're gonna pray for the doctor
I
hands,
will.
the nurses, and everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, nice, nice, man. Bless.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Bless. Because I miss your program because I get so sick.
Listen,
I got so sick.
I know.
Yeah.
You was always one of the first
Fever
ones.
and everything.
Yeah, man. You was always one of the first
So
ones.
most likely, yeah.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
So most likely tomorrow, if you want to call me tomorrow is Tuesday, so give me a call back and I'll tell you how the operation went.
All right, we go definitely do
Tomorrow
that.
evening.
Yes, we will do that on
Right?
air. Yes, man.
And I'll tell you how it responds, how it works.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Yeah, man. And
Okay.
God's blessing, man.
Yeah, but I will, right now, yes.
Yeah, Godspeed,
I
man.
will listen to your program.
Right. We're gonna pray for all the doctors and the nurses and everybody that their hands gonna be blessed and you're gonna come out righteous in this, man. Don't worry yourself. Yeah.
Be a real pastor, yeah? Not like pastor, you see, right?
Yeah, man. We should you all the blessings, man.
Be
Yeah,
a true
man.
pastor, right?
Correct is right, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Well,
Bless.
all right.
All right.
Look, turn, right?
Okay.
Tell them to tell me good night, man.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I look, turn.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, good night.
Tommy,
Yeah.
I want to think this is the first time in the history of radio that
A
somebody-
listener was called and they were,
they needed some divine intervention.
wow. But that deep,
Tommy,
that deep how you thought of it.
Tommy, things I just tell people, things don't just happen just so, you know.
Nope.
It's not just so things just happen, man.
Nope.
Yeah, KFC. Turn on your computer.
Tommy, things I just tell people, things don't just happen just so. Nope. It's not just so things just happen.
KFC, turn on your computer.
Yeah.
Good night, Mr. Washington. Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Good night.
Good night, KFC.
Mr. Washington,
Yeah.
I respect you, boy. You
Yeah,
go to the
man.
end of the class, you saw one of your callers and you call and follow to see what's going on with them.
Yeah, man.
I wish him a safe operation and everything was successful, man.
Yeah, boy. I just, it's just I didn't come here. Sometimes you don't come to do something in KFC. Something that's just nudge you. Something just nudge me, boy. The program wasn't in.
You're doing something genuine from your heart too.
Yeah, boy. Something just nudge me and say, boy, the man in the hospital, you know.
But it's about God. The man always talking about God, and the Bible and all kind of thing in it. Today, we move a different that community make up with heavy duty. When heavy duty was done, when you take him pain and blood. His name is Gordon Joseph.
That was sad, boy. Oh God, that's sad.
That was very sad. Them first coming and talking about God right through, boy.
Oh God, that was sad, boy.
What kind of God them praying to, boy?
I was sad when I saw that, man. I said, nah. Maybe
So I know
somebody.
the program now start and I look to listening.
Yeah, man.
Love
Bless.
respect to you and Uncle Tommy. Oh, Tommy!
Oh, KFC.
Yeah, man. Love and respect, man.
All the time.
Inside.
Thank you, my brother.
All the time. Tommy, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy. That one,
Yeah.
I want to take me back a little bit, boy.
Yeah. That was a little bit
Tommy,
touching. That was touching.
boy, you can't make that up, Tommy, boy.
Yeah.
Boy, I don't know what to say, boy. That man in the hospital, Tommy.
Yep. Yeah, because we know that he's a loyal listener who is always in the chat and on the phone also.
What was the first one to call, man? First one. It was something, boy. Something just tell me, boy. We wasn't into the show 5 minutes, You know? And to know the man in the hospital and tomorrow we going for operation. I don't want him to think about. All I want him to think about, and
it's getting better.
Yeah. Think about praying for the hands of the doctors, the nurses, for them to do what they're supposed to do. And tomorrow we go call him back tomorrow. Remind me, Tommy.
Yep,
You understand?
I certainly will.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Reporter, welcome.
Good afternoon, Wall Street and the other brother with you. Hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Good evening, reporter.
Song for the Spain Trinidad. My brother, I want to just put this in the public space because your program will be listened to. Now, there's a caller from Trinidad here. I think there's caller Mr. Ruka. I hear you asking the only talk show that you hear is be hitting issues in this country, which is Iowa George radio station with Heavy and TC, asking them about when after the day after the election, when the PNM return to office. Let me tell you something. Every corner, Wall Street, I know you are, brother. I on the ground here. Every corner you turn, all these young people in the country cannot wait for a general election to remove the PNM. And everything that we do and we say, it must be all about removing the PLM if you want to have a country to come back to. Because with the state of Trinidad and Tobago right now, as we speak, they're trying to stifle the warfare. They're trying to stifle the suffering of the population here. And I hope some of the PLM callers hear me this afternoon. They ain't hear nothing yet in talk show. Let the election bell ring in this country here, and they will see you. Feel Tobago treat PLM bad? It's to wait for Trinidad. Or just keep these issues, and I appreciate all this information that you put on public in the public space. Those information that's come up right now, what they're doing right now in the country here right now, they're going to make sure the internet have a problem to reach in certain communities in order to keep the information away from the people. Are you hearing me? I'm on air.
Loud and
Are
clear.
you?
Loud and clear. You're on here loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay. Yo, people of Trinidad and Tobago, all who are listening, the next one tell the next one, or let's tell each one, because let me tell you something. A vote for Dr. Rowley is a vote for Bert to stay in office here, you know. A vote for the PNM with Dr. Rowley is a vote for Fitzgerald Hine to be our Minister of National Security still, you know. We have to remember what we are about as a people. This is the land of steel band, calypso, chutney, all this bacchanal, panting. I want to put this in the mix one time. Don't let these power brokers in the PNM fool you all with this thing, because when they came back into office, they meet steel band getting $1 million for first prize, you know. You know where the price of steel band right now, they drop it. You're so concerned about steel pan. Steel pan is something the black man more display that in the east-west corridor here. And you cut the money because you don't want that empowerment in the pan in the community. The PNM actually take pan out of school. But you're busy today telling people what you're going to put pan on the coat of arm, and everybody jump for that. That ain't no favor you doing us. You hear what somebody come and say? We import the drum and then sing the drum, because we don't make drum here. It's just the sinking of the drum we just do and put a tone on it with the heat and sink in the pan. So putting it on the thing is no problem to us. That is just highlighting the skill of our people. But the main focus and the main agenda for Trinidad and Tobago is to remove the PNM. Good afternoon, Wall Street and your brother there.
Thank you, man.
I out, reporter.
Thank you, reporter.
Reporter, nice good looking, man. We appreciate you, man. All the time. Keep keeping the fires burning, man. Keep it burning, man. You know, Tommy, it's sad that first of all, let me go back. We wish Bijram all the best, man, and we're gonna be praying for you to come out with flying colors, man. And we go check up on you tomorrow. That's what we go do, because that's what we just do here. You know, we that's what we just do here. And
we just have to keep talking truth to power. That's all.
Yeah, we have to keep speaking truth to power. Let me go back to the chat. Tommy, let me read what it is. I was very disappointed today when somebody gave me this. I'm very, very disappointed because, you can't be talking the talk and walking a different walk. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
We talk the talk here and we walk the walk. You see? We talk the talk and we walk the walk. But let me see what this is what somebody sent me. And I was very disappointed because of the pronunciations and the announcements of the individual, right? This is what it says, right? This was a quote from on a show. Okay. I don't know what show it was on, but the quote says, and the person can confirm whether this is accurate, whether it's fact or whether it's fiction. It says, Gordon Maloney, if that is truth, how come they gave you blood to save your life, sir? Okay. So let me repeat it. I'm just reading the quote. If this is inaccurate, the person can call and fact check me and said that is not what was said. Somebody hack your account and put Gordon Maloney. If that is truth, how come they gave you blood to save your life, sir? Question mark. Okay, so we get that out of the way. So I want to believe, Tommy, that maybe the person who we just call Gordon Joseph, who is Gordon Maloney, may have not put that, and somebody may have put it, because somebody could always use somebody else's name, right?
Yes.
That happens all the time. So the person, and if it's that person who said that, that was very disappointing. Very disappointing, because you can't be talking about the Bible, and when there is something to save a person's life, you coming into the public domain. All right, so here he is. Caller, welcome.
Hi, good evening to the panel inside and the panel outside.
Good
How are
Good
you all?
evening to you. Good evening.
Okay. Well, I am calling to respond to what you just read there. And I want to tell you what you read there is exactly what I type. Okay? Got it?
Okay. Okay.
Right. What is unfortunate? What is unfortunate? And I did communicate, which I believe the sender would have read. You see, bacchanal, kankatank,
No, Gordon.
true that has
Gordon.
only come from people.
No, Gordon.
Let me finish now, please.
Go ahead. All right.
Let me finish now. You don't be calling on other people program. And when they interrupt you, you know you just get on a kind of how. Huh? So please let me finish now. Please.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. So if there's a program here, this program here should be dealing with things on this program. To call on this program with things that happen on our next program about other people, I find that so. I remember growing up and people used to call that little girl thing girlish. Right? Girlish. Now, what they did not do, and what that is what I will do, is to give the context to what I said. When they just put it just like that, what would somebody think who didn't know what is the context of this statement? Wouldn't it be the mature person will think, well, that is something good. Or they will think, nah, not a man, not a man. That must be some kind of bacchanal that person looking to make. So let me give the context of it. The host was talking about PNM people, the vindictive. I will use words that mean the same thing, but not the exact words that the host was using. The vindictive, the wicked, the bad, the evil. Okay? PNM people. Okay? PNM. All right? I would have heard on that same program that person call on and is one of the disciples. You understand? People talk about when the host had his physical problems, okay? Had his physical problems when and was in need of blood. And they talk about PNM people organize and give blood for that person not to die. Now, having heard that, I feel it is unfair to across the board say that PNM people vindictive, the wicked, the evil, and whatnot, and whatnot, and whatnot. Because those who would have given blood with you in mind, how will they take that? How will they feel? And it had who call in and talk about it, who went and they gave blood and that kind of thing. Because I don't believe that that was the best thing to do. Because to me, some people could interpret that as being, reproaching and that kind of thing. You give something, leave that day, that done. That you don't have to, you know what I mean? Thing. Once you give it from your heart, you shouldn't be bringing up that. So it is in that context that I raise the question to show that it cannot be fair and proper for you to say across the board that PNM people, the X, Y, and Z, when this is what PNM people did, which is a contradiction. Do you understand the point I'm making, sir?
I'm listening. My question is simple this.
Yeah.
Why you talking about people going into the weeds? Why did you have to go into the weeds with the other people? Into the weeds. They call it the weeds.
The weed?
Weeds. Why did you have the
bushes?
Weeds, the bushes. Let me say the bushes. Why did you have to go into the bushes with the other people and publicly made that statement? Why could you, as a God-fearing man, leave it alone?
This is public.
No, but
this is public.
But you
the host was saying something that, in my opinion, and as I have said before, I will always say it how I see it, even though I get to realize after that I might be wrong like and if I do or say anything that is wrong, that is offensive, once it comes to my attention, I will address it. And I only go there because of what the person was saying. I didn't just come out of the blues and just come up with that. Look how long that happened. I never come up with that. I never come up with that. The only reason why I come up with that is because of what the host was saying, to point out that that should not be what should be said based on what happened. Because the question is, did it happen, yes or no? And I believe it did happen. And if it did happen, then you should not be saying what you're saying. That is the reason why I asked that question.
Okay. I go on. So you answer the question, all right? You go listen.
Thank you very much.
Man. Yeah. Caller, welcome. Caller. Hello.
Good evening. I was still listening to the guy. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Atlanta.
Good evening, Mr. Atlanta.
How are you?
Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. We hearing you loud and clear.
Okay. I called because I heard what you said. You read somebody quote.
Yeah.
Right? And then I heard, I don't know who the caller is. I think it's Maloney.
Yeah.
But what struck me is the first thing he says is that why you must take something from another program. And another thing he said is he don't believe in bacchanal and, bacchanal kind of bacchanal.
Exactly.
Right.
And the same thing.
What shocked me when you were sitting down there listening, what shocked me how if he was bringing this bacchanal about what somebody say, about who somebody did, that now if he was in the position that he attended to somebody, he was the doctor or some kind of thing, and he gave somebody blood. And even then, that is private and confidential. Nobody, business of that nature should, even if other people want to say it, remember, he's not of bacchanalia.
Of course, correct. And Bible, and the Bible too. And the Bible.
Well, right.
You forget the Bible.
Well, right.
Don't forget the Bible.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the Bible is questionable.
All right.
Because not everybody holds a Bible. But anyway, but what shocked me is he went at length to tell you what them people he heard about that man did do that, and when he had his physical illness. How could you bring up somebody's physical illness? And even with, I'm not saying other people didn't bring it up, but I held him in higher esteem because he was one, as you say, if you say holding the Bible, and he speaks so.
Pontius Pilate. He was Pontius Pilate. He was like Pontius Pilate. Yes.
He speak like when they go low, he go high.
Yeah, and when he
So
go
I
low,
thought
he
he
go in
was
the
that.
sub-basement. When they go low,
Right.
he go in the sub-basement. That's what
No,
it
no,
is.
no. Wait. We have to give presence to this. Remember, we don't have to go like him. So I will say like you, when he go out in the basement.
When they go low, he go in the sub-basement.
All right. But anyway, and that is what shocked me. And that is why I called, not because of it's who called. As you said, it is who wrote this that had you reading it. You remember I didn't know who you was talking about.
And Miss Atlanta, you see what I said? I said I gave an excuse.
It's not him.
That there's a great possibility somebody could have hacked his account and made that statement. I never accused him of making the statement. You understand? But when he confirmed that he made this statement, it shocked me because this is a personal nature with somebody. You don't have to go into the bushes. You don't have to go into the toilet with people or into the latrine.
Yeah.
You don't have to go into the latrine with them. You can stand up outside. You don't have to go into the latrine. You understand?
But what shocked?
Yeah.
Yes, and that's why I had to call because I couldn't understand where he was coming from. You know what I mean? And because I always thought, you know, but my thing too, Wall Street. How don't bring people shouldn't bring the personal, you know, unless it's something that all of us worried about. Like
and Mr. Atlanta, let me tell you this, I know the situation that happened with the individual. I have never said anything about it. Anything. I don't care what he say. If he said this, if he said that, if he said the other, that is his opinion. He can say that. I am not going to try now to listen to what other people are saying and regurgitate what they are saying. But, that's expected, when people come to the ear and say, well, I just listen to Jenny, and I just listen to Mr. Bingo, and I just listen to Mr. Bacteria, and I just listen to facts and stubborn things and these type of things. So you just come and regurgitate it. So you know what he did? He did exactly what PNM people just do. They listen to what other people say, and they come and just regurgitate it regardless.
Yes, but another thing I wanted him to do, I thought he was going to do when you asked, when he said, I came in response to what you said, Wall Street, I thought he was going to say, it was me, and go. And yes, that person who wrote that was me, and then thank you, and go. Because remember, that's all he came to say, that if it was him or not him.
That's all I asked.
So
I didn't ask anything else. That's all I asked.
I did not know he was going to go. What is that?
But that's all I asked. And he went on to confirm his behavior. And you know what? Boss, if you're talking the talk, you have to walk the walk. You can't talk the talk and don't walk the walk. If you want to be Pontius Pilate and talk about the Bible, follow what the Bible says. Follow what the Bible says. Okay? Follow the Bible. It's that simple. It's that simple. And I personally, somebody sent it to me. So before we go for the break, Mr. Alanda, somebody sent it to me, right? I didn't come and accuse anybody of anything because I didn't know. I didn't do no research.
Yes, well, I'm going now. But one thing I thought, I was eagerly listening to the quote, thinking that is a Shakespearean quote. Or I was listening to the quote like from Malcolm X or some kind of thing. That kind of quote, I didn't know. I couldn't really understand it, but I don't like that. I'd like to tell the caller, please don't bring,
Stay away from that.
That was a foretaste. Yeah, somebody nearly died, or if somebody gives somebody blood.
Yeah.
And then don't criticize people. You can't blanket. No, if you know a person did that, like somebody come and cut somebody and take their blood or something else, but they can't say them people, and somebody was talking about the PNM, and you almost not talk. I will never talk about the PNM as a PNM because a PNM have a lot of people in it, right? Not all, just like the UNC, or not all UNC people good. Some of them, you remember, all of us are rotten inside, All of us have some kind of rotten thing inside of us. Correct. Everybody have good and bad in them.
Correct.
So whether it's UNC, NAT, PPR, what do you call it, PNM, but it's just that PNM now is terrible, right?
Terrible.
They're supposed to be running, and it's terrible now. But I don't criticize everybody. If your mother, your father, your uncle, they might be well-meaning people there too. It's just I don't like how they're running business, and I never did, right? And people don't have to tell me who to vote for. I know who. And I find I would have taken long to call the election.
Thank you, Mr. Atlanta.
But anyway, Wall Street.
Thank you.
Thanks. And I had to say, get that off my chest.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Folks, we're going to go for a break and be right back. Remember, it's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheed, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to go for a short break, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Happy. Relentless search for luxury, in search of peace and happiness, the human mind wouldn't rest. A constant nag within we soul, demanding respect from the world. We get the urge in different form, but luxury is the norm. Money is very essential, but can't buy peace of mind at all. We still like dogs without a bone, if we have the money alone. Because appreciation plays on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because importance, if we are drive to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. The feeling has no barrier. Race and class doesn't matter. Once you are alive, you in the game. You do anything to get a good name. Some wealthy men turn to suicide. Can't find food to feed their pride. The aged and crippled in the ring, fight to be like a king. Children become delinquent for lack of love from their parents. That's why appreciation is most important to man. Plays on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because important, if we are trying to live, everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. Solution to bad industrial relations. Employees will gladly draw their pay and do the job half the way. When workman feeling unwanted, the working spirit is daunted. He comes on the job and fool around. Production going down. Just make him feel significant. You get him do anything you want. A pat on the back is the best move for relations to improve. Because appreciation based on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because important if we are trying to live. Everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously. Our deepest craving is common. All we need is attention to put us in the happy zone, regardless of what we own. Life is lonely without it. Each one should give a little bit. Do what you want your neighbors do, then life on earth will be true. Take a tip from the scripture. Appreciate one another. Share your love and make the mold for total peace in the world. Appreciation based on the human mind. Everyone needs some for happiness all the time. Because important if we are trying to live. Everyone's on the hunt. Every man ought to give generously.
And of course, we are back with you. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Of course, share the live on WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. You can subscribe on WZYE TV and YouTube, and you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also at 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text and voice notes are welcome.
Brooklyn, welcome.
Good night to you, Washi. Good night, Uncle Tommy.
Same to you, my brother.
Good night to the listeners and viewers of this show. Now, Washi and Uncle Tommy, I really didn't expect nothing different than that fella, because that fella said he's not PNM, he for country. So how come he could jump on something when Heavy talk about PNM people? He claimed to us on this show that he's not PNM people, he for country. So why you fighting a battle for the devil? As a man who say every Saturday, this Sabbath, he just make time to do the Lord's thing. And you give up the Lord's thing, right? When you're supposed to go to the same people or to pray for Heavy for the wrong things he's saying, the wrong things he might be say that offending the same PNM people. Since you for country, you're supposed to come in as a referee in the middle and say, listen, we have to stop this. This is not better in the country. This is what I expected from a man of God. But I know it's a set of wolf in sheep clothing, coming and talking about God and God and God, and you know, it's wolf in sheep clothing. You understand? These people is not for real. And instead of you come and you say, you know what? Maybe I act without thinking, because sometimes we all do it. We make moves without thinking. And after when we sit down and we think about the move we make, we realize it's not a move I should make. I should be bigger than that. Because in America, your worship, we don't call ourselves Democrat people, Republican people. You might be a Democrat or a Republican, but at the end of the day, you as a citizen of America, or you don't claim yourself to a party.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
That is sycophant. That is addiction. That's like a crackhead. That's like a coke addict. When you're so sick for the PNM that if somebody says something, you want to kill somebody for that party. You are an addict. And a person of God shouldn't be an addict of anything in this world. You understand? They should be better than that and bigger than that. And that's why they can't come and fool me where they go talk and they go talk. Because God is not a title. Let me know. God is not a name of nobody. God is a title. God is not a name. Who are you praying to? When you say God, are you praying to the Chinese? Are you praying to the Indian God? Who? God is not a name of nobody. They don't know the real true God, the real true creator. They don't know them. Don't know who it is. You understand? Or they don't know. Or they said a fake. And for you to do that, it shows your mentality and your mind and your heart. You must pray for the person who may be doing wrong. That's what your Bible tells you. Pray for them who doing wrong. Pray for them and hope that they could come onto the right path of righteousness. But yet still, boy, I don't even have a Bible like it tell you it say. Or they're reading it every day and all they're wicked in all their heart and mind. You didn't come to say, you know what, I make a mistake. You come to defend your nastiness. That's what you come to do. And to tell them what shit gave you chance. What shit are they running the program? Don't let nobody come and just so all there. That man come and just sing about let he talk. We don't want to hear he. Go with the PNM people, call 91.9 from 5 in the morning to 2 in the evening.
Now Brooklyn. We does allow all different opinions here on WZYE 95.
Yeah, but no, I understand.
We allow different opinions.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
Bullshit is a difference when you allow something and somebody tries to jostle you to get away. It's different. We listening, you know. You behind the mic, you might understand what it sounds like on the outside world shit, but I'm talking about from a respect. You understand? If you talk, he can't come and tell you, but when you call other people's show, you just get and just jostling you to get his way to talk stupidness because we listening. You understand? I don't mind he call, but when they call, if the host want to speak, it's the host show. The host have a right to speak, and you listen, and then you come back and say, well, this is what I was saying. Don't tell the host shut up so you can talk. That's like talking about worship. There's a difference. I'm not telling him he can't call the show. I'm telling him have some respect on the show. And don't try to just the show because you can't do that on Google and then program. The people that you love, the PNM people program, you can't do that. Worship and
Bless.
for me, have a good night.
Bless. Yeah, man.
Bless and good night to you too. You know, but
Mr. Florida, hold on.
Political maturity is what we hope and pray for that would happen in Trinidad, that the people will mature politically.
Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good night, Mr. Anselm. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Blessings to all of you. Blessings to all the family. Blessings to everybody in live, everybody in chat. I want to say, tell Richard Jam, I will pray for him. I'll be soon on speedy recovery. Everything will be good, brother. You miss it. I'm missing the roti and bodi and the roti and okra and thing.
You know, we used to study program. He used to study program and what the food he cooked today.
Right.
Roti and what is that thing on saltfish, curry duck, and all kind of things I never had in my life. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, when we have programs, those type of things are very important too. You know, when we're talking about, it's not just about politics, you know, but, and I want to thank everyone for sending out a prayer now for Bijram. And that is what we're trying to do too as well. You know, so a little prayer to Bijram for the doctor's hands, you know, eyes and ears to
Yeah,
watch over him.
Mr. Anselm, because you know we like family. And Mr. Anselm, I want to respond to Gordon Joseph because I only speak to humans. I just feed animals. Look on listening.
Yeah, reporter, welcome.
Hello?
Reporter inside.
Yeah, man. Good night again. And this is the brother who I think that the fella who just speak. Who is that fella again?
Mr. Florida.
Yeah, Florida. Good afternoon to you, sir. Now, I heard a caller bantering with you just now, there, but I want to let that caller know I'm not bantering and picking on him, but right now it's all about Trinidad. Well, we can't talk on Tobago right now. But anyway, I hear these PLM activists who never stood up for none of the mismanagement that took place in this country for the past 9 to 10 years. I'm going to shut them down because they stood up right here and watch a man close down petrol train, and they didn't tell anybody right now, Trinidad. As I speak, Wall Street, Trinidad don't store gas. We have no storage for gas anymore. Gas coming from outside and going straight to gas station. Who pay for gas? If something happen on the waters and gas can't come, all the vehicles have to stand up. PNN people don't come and talk about that. PNN people stand up in this country and watch the Prime Minister dismantle the Tobago Sea Bridge. Dismantle it in order to bring things his way and cause himself a cocktail over the election. So we're going to forget that. So we over here, when I hear these PNM people trying to justify the foolishness that we've been experiencing from the PNM for the past 9 years, because let me tell you something. I a strong supporter of the National Joint Action Committee. I never vote for the PNM since I know myself, and I'm over 60. So it have plenty like me here. We is going to remove this administration, and you PNM people, if you can't call radio to make sense about what it is taking place in this country and where we should head with this country, don't come and tell us a party that have 19 seats don't need a next chance here because we bring back all from 33-3 and all come back and do worse than whatever happened to this country. Right now, as I speak, brother, Trinidad is on the brink of collapsing. The only savior for Trinidad and Tobago is to vote the PNM out. What is that so hard to understand for the PNM supporters? All call radio and make sense, or don't call, because anyway I hear all are coming shooting from the hip. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. They're not winning nothing here again. Nothing at all. Trinidad is first. I never had a passport. Where the hell I go and live and all that mash up here? Right now, $100 hardly have value in this country because of the policies. It's the policies of the PNM destroy the place. Look, right now, Wall Street, they're trying to make the police service and the license officers and them enemy number one to the country by only coming along the youth and them with this traffic. Real mind, you're charging them, but the merit points on the license is taking back the license. None of these PNM people stand up and say, no, don't do them that, just charge. All they just did and everything the PNM hand down to the country, all they did and want me to support that and move with that. No, 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 no. Anyway, I hear all are coming in and I'm shutting down all from the hip down. Okay? Blessed night to everyone.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
Bless. Tommy?
Yep. It's about time. It's about time we get some citizens to stand up, and we need it to happen in massive numbers.
Mass numbers. KFC, welcome.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Washington, Uncle Tommy. Mr. Good night to the reporter. Reporter, let's keep the fire in your belly.
Reporter inside. Reporter, you have to stay inside, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Loud and clear.
You know, that I still call him. I mean, respect for you again. I call him an evil man now. Evil Gordon. You know we get a thing from? The queen of evil, you know. Sean Felix, you know. I hear she talk out in the airwave, you know. I said that Satan company by you that man you going to the church every Saturday, say you go to church every day reading about the Bible, and that you go talk and text and say.
What on your mind comes out your mouth, yeah? What on your mind comes out your mouth? What on your mind comes out your mouth? Simple.
Well, shit, where if you be saying about today, you might be he cussing you and saying wishing you be bad, or you cuss you coming and talking about the wrongs going on in the country. Them is evil fellas, boy. You have to watch them fellas and them, boy. What shit?
Yeah.
Evil man, fire burn you. And this evil, wicked PNM. PNM is an evil government. I love Paul, so
Yeah,
let
man.
us evil set of people.
Bless. Yeah. You know, let me finish read the thing. Gordon says, I pray that the power of God help Bizram. We all pray for Bizram. Caller, welcome.
Yeah. Good evening again.
Good evening.
I have been calling on programs that I feel I should call on because the opportunity is there for me. If I hear something that I know is erroneous, is untruth, is misleading, or even mistake, I feel as anybody else, I have the right to call and refute. And as I always say, I could be wrong like I owe, but I could be right as well. So somebody else will call and say, well, Gordon said so and so and so, and it is not true or it is not right because of so and so and so and so and so and so. But what is happening here and always happen is that the whole bloody show is Gordon, 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 Gordon. And to me, what will that do for your pocket? What will that do for your bills? What will that do for your ticket that you have to pay? What will that do for the government that you're trying to change? What will that do? Oh God, pick out some issues. Come up with some suggestions. Come up with something that somebody, if the mic man will allow it, will be able to hear it and be able to come up with something that could make this place a little better rather than picking up on this one, Wall Street this, or Heavy that, or TC this, or Brenda this, or John that, or Rowley this, or Kamala that. Oh gosh, that ain't doing nothing. I figure that let's try and do something. You understand? But I know it's a big challenge for some people because part of our culture for eons now is a we versus them. So anything that if the UNC in power, they're doing, but it has some PNM people, will hit them for 6. Anything the PNM people doing, if the PNM in power, some UNC people will hit them for 6. And then where we will end up? You know where we will end up? Right where we are now. Right where we are now. Where instead of focusing on problems that we have and how we could solve, there are plenty of things I don't agree with. As a matter of fact, right now, I have a heavy matter dealing with. You understand? And I am going to see the minister about that matter. You understand? Because I don't want to, I feel that things could be dealt with and you don't have to go to court. You don't have to go to court. And I know I will win that hands down.
Let me take this next
I
call.
don't feel, I'm not seeing it as government, this government, government. No, I see how it is. And I know that in a lot of cases, and all your partners say that. He said he had nothing to do with life sport and thing. He was the minister, right? It's the other people who do what they have to do. And this end up so that's so it's not he alone seeing it that way. It has something that's happening that I believe it has. The minister in the ministry have a clue that this was happening until it come out to the front. And that's where we could say thank God for some of the mic men who conscious enough and would raise it in such a way, not to pelt mud and not to try to make somebody look bad, but to try and fix the situation. As long as we continue with the we versus them, this is all we will have. Kuchu, Kankatang, Bacchanal, and at the end of the day, just wasting a set of bloody air. Come on, man, we could do better than this.
Thank you.
And try not to be personalizing on somebody.
Thank you.
You understand?
Thank you.
But I mean, I tell you already, if you feel comfortable to try to throw mud on me, go ahead. That ain't doing nothing for me. Okay. Because I tell you, I fix.
Thank
you
you.
Understand?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You. Tommy, take it a minute. I want to make a call.
Yeah, well, I try to exercise.
Caller, go ahead. Hold on, Tommy. Caller, go ahead.
Hey, good night, Mr. Ansel. Good night, Mr. Tommy again. Mr. Ansel, I want to tell you something. Someone feel your dog too close to the mic, you know, because just now I was only hearing barking. What can I say?
Oh Lord.
Oh God. Tommy, let me take this. Let me try this. Somebody just called me. I want to call back this person. Take it a minute.
Yeah. You know, I try to do a lot of listening because I believe when you listen, you learn. And what I'm learning more and more and more and more is that Trinidad is the way it is because of the majority of the citizens are so easily and so gullible. They're so easily fooled and they're so gullible. And I hope and I pray that we would mature as a society soon, very soon, so that we can not be fooled so easily.
Tommy, you know what's very disappointing? And I just say that sometimes you have to take out your left red earplugs. Tommy, how much times we have come to this program and give solutions to the problems in Trinidad and Tobago?
Oh man, we spent endless nights presenting solutions, even interviewing people who are suggesting ways to resolve some of the issues that are plaguing the country, especially the crime issue.
And you hear somebody come into this program and says, "Oh, let us discuss solutions." Let me talk about solutions a little bit now. Let me go to my WhatsApp. A few days ago, right? Hold on, I'm just going back here, folks. A few days ago, another PNM person asked for 10 solutions to the crime problems in Trinidad and Tobago. Right? 10 solutions. Yeah?
Yeah.
And listen, I read out the solutions here, but sometimes people don't be listen. People doesn't listen. Or they just listen with their PNM ears. So they're not hearing clearly. Who sang that song? Barbara Streisand. I can see clearly now. That was Barbara Streisand.
No, Johnny Nash.
Some of you guys always got that wrong.
Johnny Nash and also Jimmy Cliff.
Jimmy Cliff sing it too?
Yeah. But Johnny Nash had a big hit with it.
Going back in my WhatsApp here. I hope I didn't delete it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Let me read it again. I'm going to read it again. I just save these things just in case, folks. By the way, Tommy, you know school started today, boy. Today was the first day, boy.
Yeah, well, hey.
Yeah, boy. So I'm going to be doubly busy now.
Well,
because 64 students, 64 students.
We have a huge class.
So it's going to be plenty of work. Anyway, reducing the murder rate in Trinidad and Tobago requires a multifaceted approach that addresses both immediate and underlying issues. Here are 10 solutions that could help prevent murders. 10 solutions. I ain't give 1, 2, 3, 10. And this is not the first time. What day was this? Let me see what day was this. Let me see if I have the date on this. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, hold on. I lost it, Hold on. All right, here it is. 1, strengthen community policing. I'm not going to read out what it says. 2, implement gun control measures. 3, expand youth programs. 4, address socioeconomic inequalities. Tommy, don't you always hear me talk about the amount of black people living below the poverty line?
Absolutely. And
always talk about that. But you know what the PNM people that say? Hey, what are you talking about? You talking about black people starving in Trinidad and Tobago. It's not all black people starving. Tommy, I'm going to play a video for you with Archbishop Gordon.
Right.
Talking about the coat of arms and all the millions of people, not millions, and all the amongst the people starving in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, the millions of money you'll have to spend on chasing the coat of arms. Yet, right? All these people starving. All you criticize Archbishop Gordon too now, PNM people, criticize him too now. He said it, Archbishop Gordon said it.
Because he's talking truth to power.
Truth to power. Truth to power.
And that's what all the bloody talk show hosts and them need to do in Trinidad and Tobago and stop playing the fool and
trying
to dupe the public.
They are conveniently playing the fool. Conveniently. Right? Because they have to sing for their supper, and many of them suffering peacefully. They have to sing for their supper and suffer peacefully.
Or watch their relatives suffer peacefully, even if they're like our friend Gordon, who business fixed.
Yeah, like he. The other ones have to suffer peacefully.
Yeah, they're neighbors and friends and neighbors suffering peacefully.
Peacefully, man. You know what I mean? It's like they share suffering peacefully, you know. In Trinidad and Tobago, it have a virus going around amongst PNM people, you know. Suffering peacefully. It's a virus, right? It's a SP virus. Suffering peacefully. But let me continue, Tommy, with the solutions that the gentleman say, we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Let me continue. But they address socioeconomic inequalities. If Prime Minister Rowley was to reduce the amount of black people living below the poverty line, look how crime will reduce in Trinidad and Tobago. Let me give you a next solution. If Prime Minister Rowley was to take all them hundreds of millions he gonna spend to change the coat of arms and to remove them 3 ships from it, if he spend that money and create 41 recreation departments in all 41 constituencies across Trinidad and Tobago, crime fighting initiative. I tell all you, that fella is a transactional leader. Most things for him, Tommy, is a transaction.
True.
A transaction as opposed to Fali, who is a transformational leader.
Yep.
Yeah. And people look it up. If you go in the dictionary and you see transactional leader, you might see Prime Minister Rowley picture. Yeah. Plain talk. Truth. No. Plain talk. Truth. Let me go through it. Number 5, enhance mental health services. Number 6, improve the criminal justice system. How much time we go talk about that? Eh?
Oh, Lord.
Number 7, promote conflict resolution programs. Number 8, increase surveillance and technology use. Right? Yeah, I'm talking about CCTV all the time. CCTV this, CCTV that. 9, support rehabilitation and reintegration. And number 10, foster community engagement. Yeah? And this was my conclusion. Implementing these solutions require a coordinated effort from the government, law enforcement, community organization, and citizens. By addressing both the symptoms and the root causes of violence, Trinidad and Tobago can work towards a safer and more secure future. Eh?
And a civil society.
Yeah. I ain't give him 1. I ain't give him 2. I ain't give him 3. I ain't give him 4. I gave him 10. A 6 and a 4. Or 2 4s and 2 singles.
Right. 10.
10. Them fellas just like talk. It's old talk.
Guess what? They don't listen to these things because they are not truly concerned about resolution.
Now take a listen to this, Tommy. Yeah, them fellas and them. Listen to this.
Yeah. Revelation. promised the fire next time. He promised, he promised, he promised, he promised, he promised the fire next time. Next time. And who ain't dead, the bad doom, the who ain't dead, bad doom, the who ain't dead, the bad doom, the who ain't dead, bad doom, the talk, you mocking pretender. And you kill Rex and I'm confidential. Far too long, you're fooling the children, filling the head with very much education. Doomsday reach, boy, and the repeat, cause the children coming to take back the grip. The power of the word in the conscious styling. Even the for a brand new morning. The power of the word in the rap so styling. Rocking the roots of the vampire system. Talk it all, you mock the gender. Talk it all, you bloody deceiver. Talk it all, you serpent master. Talk it all, you friggin' oppressor. La da di da 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 da. La da di 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 da da da. Reality bites and illusion shatter. Right down to the heart of the matter. Desire of us and reality scatter. He promised the fire next time. He promised the fire next time. He promised, he promised, he promised, he promised, he promised the fire next time. Next time. And who ain't dead, the badly wounded? Who ain't dead, badly wounded? Who ain't dead, the badly wounded? Who ain't dead, badly wounded? Talk your talk, the mocking pretender. Take the lyrics and I'm confidential. Far too long, you're fooling the children. Filling the head with very much education. Doomsday reach, and you retreat. The children coming to take up the street. The power of the wood, the conscious style. I say the power of the wood, the rap so styling. Rocking the roots of the vampire system. Talk your talk, you fucking pretender. Talk your talk, you bloody deceiver. Talk your talk, you serpent master. Talk your talk, you friggin' oppressor. What is any matter? I can't seem to stop this ceaseless chatter. Chatter, 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 only wrong in the head. Oh Lord, like they want me to dead. Everybody talking, nobody listening. Oh my God, what's really happening? Chatter, chatter, chatter. Chatter, chatter, chatter. What is the matter? Chatter, chatter, chatter. The ceaseless chatter is going right down to the heart of the matter. Everybody talking, nobody listening. Everybody talking, nobody listening. Nobody listening.
There you have it, Tommy.
Yep.
There you have it.
Yep.
Tommy, anytime a solution comes from abroad, you're going to laugh, Tommy. You're going to laugh.
I have to laugh because I've experienced it time and again.
Yeah, Tommy, you know, the thing is that it's not like if we are not trying to help with the problems. We are trying, you know. Yeah? We are trying. Yeah, caller. 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 Caller, you're muted. You're muted. All right. Got a call back. Your phone is muted, caller. Tommy, let me get back to the chat, right? Talk. It's only one set of talk. I tell you what. Mean Gene, welcome. Kizzy, welcome. Welcome. Let me see.
Someone's calling.
Yeah, caller, welcome.
Yeah. I can't recall hearing your 10-point plan there. All right, before. But I've listened to each and every one of them because, you know, I would listen once it's not AI generated item. All right. But let me say this before, because based on what I'm hearing there, it have who might misconstrue what I say when I say I fix, you know.
Gordon, we're not going down that road. Seriously. Let me don't go down that road.
Can I finish my point, please?
Yeah, but we're going to talk about fix. That's your personal business. That's your
You
personal.
talk about your personal business. What's your personal opinion for the 10-point plan?
No,
I have
no,
plans too.
You talk about we don't give solutions. And we're showing you that we just address solutions in this program because we addressed this 2 or 3 programs ago. That's why it's in my WhatsApp.
Let me change that. Let me change that in the interest of that time, because as you know, I don't want the show to be Gordon. I want this to be to help Trinidad and Tobago. Right? To help Trinidad and Tobago.
So yeah,
right?
Forget about the
Now, no part of your 10-point plan there. I don't know if it's something wrong with my ears, right? But no part of your 10-point plan there. I hear you talk anything about the opposition that have a part to play in how our country go. Did I miss something? Question?
No, God, you didn't miss anything.
Oh, I didn't miss it. Okay, good. All right. So for things to be good and proper, it must be that you have the right perspective. And have people who all their mind on is money, and that is why it's easy for them to get involved in corruption and bubble and all them kind of thing. All right? But money cannot give you peace. Maybe that's why I don't have. But I am fixed because I have who is greater than money. Okay? Thank you.
You see exactly, you see? Anytime you get a P&M person and you come up with solutions, so here it starts. Here it starts. Mr. Atlanta, hold on. Here it starts, Tommy. You know them fellas and them don't talk about no solutions, you know. When is the last time them don't talk about any solutions for the country, Tommy? That fella and them Uncle Tommy and Professor Wall Street, them don't talk about solutions. Okay. Here are solutions that we talk about just recently with respect to crime. As a matter of fact, Fox Islam was the one that posted on Dr. Rowley page, Wall Street, give me 10 solutions to murders in Trinidad and Tobago now. I give it to him. He gone silent. Like he went to the doctor and he get permanent Novocaine. So he can't talk no more. Here comes the next one now. But what about the UNC? How come I hear not about the UNC in there? Tommy, right?
Totally left field.
Totally left field. So it's like...
Hello?
Miss Atlanta, go ahead.
No, I wished I could have answered dialogue with Mova. What is his name? Maloney?
Gordon Joseph.
Gordon Joseph.
Yeah.
Because he asked you in your, all I'm calling to say is this, he asked you in your plans, he didn't hear opposition. All the plans that you gave there would be included in the opposition because it would have to be debated in the parliament. And we all know who is the opposition, right? So when the plans that you give, it's not one person, it's not PNM alone. You understand? It's not PNM because to bring forth the plans, there are other things. You have to bring it through. You have to involve other people. So I don't know. I just find that
Mr. Atlanta, I would like for PNM people to give solutions to the crime problem in Trinidad and Tobago. But you know they're not going to come up with no solution because they don't think there's a crime problem.
They need help. Oh gosh. But you know they're suffering from lack of.
No, they're suffering peacefully.
But it's suffering, of course, give them that now. They're suffering in silence and peacefully.
Yes. They're suffering.
Right? They're suffering.
Yeah.
And the resolution and plans are for Trinidad and Tobago, regardless of what party you are in.
Yeah, Tommy saying the plans and resolution are for Trinidad and Tobago. This is not for PNM people or UNC people.
That's it.
I didn't give 10 solutions. I said, hey, here it is. This 10 solutions is only for UNC people or it's for PNM people. Right?
Yes.
But for him,
for the country.
For him, he didn't hear the UNC. Oh, God, Father, put a hand. Please, Father, put a hand. Oh, boy.
Like I said, the political maturity is lacking dearly.
Yes. What I agree with Tommy. I agree so much with Tommy.
Yeah, Mr. Atlanta, thank you so much.
We are politically bankrupt.
Yeah. Oh, you say that again. Say that again.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
We are politically
when you get a chance to answer them, play what the Archbishop says.
Yeah, all right. Let me play what the Archbishop said. Thank you, Mr. Atlanta. Let me
Yeah, ready.
All right, folks. I want you all to listen to what the Archbishop says. This didn't come from Tommy or Wall Street. This came from the Archbishop. Let me get that for you all. I want you to listen carefully. PNM people should listen to this. And to me, this is a message to Prime Minister Rowley. He didn't say that. I'm gonna find it. Where it is. Let me see where it is. Pothole problems. Family and Trump. Where does put them things? Where does have these things? Yeah, that's them stack up, Tommy. But I'm here just waiting. No, I didn't play it yet, right?
No, you did not.
Sports, movie tongue, Dragon Deal, Selwyn on trademark. Okay. When you want them thing, you just can't find them.
And there's a foolish narrative going on that when you have someone AI read what you say, that it's AI generated. It's not AI generated.
Tommy, so I just had to, sometimes you just had to ignore some people, seriously. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I just,
it really makes you wonder about the intelligence level of Trinidad.
You know what? I think somebody just sent it to me here. Thanks a lot. Let me just play it out. Let me play it from there. All right. Thank you.
I was looking for it to send it to you.
Yeah, no, I get it. Let me just play it. I will play it from here. I'm gonna play it from here.
What if I told you that instead of setting up a green
we don't
screen,
want that.
you can just click a button into script.
So listen to this. This is it here. Thanks a lot.
Recent controversial replacement of the 3 Columbus ships with the steel pan. Do you have an opinion?
Of course I have an opinion. I'm a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago that has studied history. So, 3 things. First, we can't change our history. Our history is our history. And if those 3 ships never arrived here, we wouldn't be the nation that we are today. And that's revisionist history, is going back and trying to make the history different from what it actually was. The fact is, that's an integral part of the history. We don't have to like it. We don't have to believe that he was a good man. We don't have to even think that he had noble cause or noble intent. But the fact is, that is an integral part of our history. If you want to go to the steel pan, that's another point. So there are 2 great Caribbeanists, Jean Besson and Barry Chavans. They were both on Mona campus, and then Jean Besson went to Goldsmith in England, who looked at the Caribbean from all kinds of very important perspectives. And their key to interpreting the region was what they call culture building within the Caribbean. So the way when you see something that has built culture, that is where we have to focus our eyes on. What didn't come from Africa, what didn't come from India, what didn't come from the first people, what didn't come from any of the ancestrals. And the steel pan is that. It is unique to us as a symbol, and as a symbol of who we are. Out of Augustine, a musical instrument was born in the 21st century. And that is us. We were discarded. We were not thought of as important, but a musical instrument was born. And that musical instrument is played all over the world. And it can play every type of music. That's us. Hybridity is what we really bring to the stage, because we were hybrid long before Columbus arrived. And that steel pan is a great symbol of hybridity. Now, having said all of that, the real question is what we do next. And that's important. Left to me, I would put the ships in the ocean. You know, just below where they are, there's an ocean. In a coat of arms, I would bring the ships into the ocean. And that's where they should be, at sea. And then, yes, if you want to put the steel pan there, because that is a symbol. And you can't tell me that's not East Indian and that's not First People and that's not this and that's not that. Because as I check, Jit Samaru and a lot of the greater ranges are East Indian. And a lot of the great players are East Indian. So that's one thing that binds the whole country together. And I think it was this year we had in the children's panorama that it was a Hindu school that I think won. If I'm not mistaken, or came very high. So we can't claim that is not this race or not that race. Okay, good. So having said that now, we have the most difficult and vexing problem. How do you go about spending the kind of money it would cost to do this little change? And that's really the vexing problem. We have poor people in this country starving. We have people in communities that are underserved.
Tommy, did you hear that?
Absolutely. I hope everybody who's listening.
Let me go back. Eh? Let me go back a little bit. Let me just go back a little bit. This is not Uncle Tommy on Wall Street.
This is the Archbishop.
This is the Archbishop. We always talk about the amount of black people living below the poverty line. And you know what the PNM people say? Oh God, they always talk about the black people living below the poverty line. Oh God, numbers this and numbers that. Archbishop Gordon talking about the same thing we're talking about. Listen.
So that's one thing that binds the whole country together. And I think it was this year we had in the children's panorama that it was a Hindu school that I think won. If I'm not mistaken, or came very high. So we can't claim that is not this race or not that race. Okay, good. So having said that now, we have the most difficult and vexing problem. How do you go about spending the kind of money it would cost to do this little change? And that's really the vexing problem. We have poor people in this country starving. We have
poor people in this country starving. He say we have poor people hungry, you know. We have people can't get a meal, you know. Starving. PNM people only look up the meaning as starving. Eh? Look up the meaning as starving.
And he's not lying.
He's speaking truth
to power.
Right? But only try to put it under the red blanket now. Try to sweep it under the red blanket. It ain't happening. Let me continue.
We have schools that are derelict because they have no money.
Don't we always talk about Piccadilly School, Tommy?
Yep, schools that are derelict.
Piccadilly School, St. Philip's. We talk about those things all the time. But no, them hate Rowley and they hate the PNM. Them don't like them people. Archbishop Gordon. And hear what he said? I'm a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. Just like Tommy and I. Yeah? Go ahead.
To fix the school. We have institutions failing because they don't have money for this and money for that.
Institutions failing because they don't have money for this and money for that.
Who said again? That is Archbishop. Who? Archbishop Gordon.
Correct is right.
Tommy, I wonder if Archbishop Gordon sure you know what you're talking about.
Now he's probably a damn UNC.
Oh, Tommy. I feel he's a UNC.
I feel so.
I feel like a brand Archbishop Gordon at UNC. Yeah. You gonna hear them? Hey, the Archbishop Gordon, he's a UNC. He's a yellow.
He can't see nothing. He can't see
nothing. He's a UNC. Eh? They go go and get a clip from 2010 to 2015. Yeah, you see what I tell all you? I tell all you he was a UNC. Look what happened in 2010, 2015. That fella is a UNC.
That's why, but he certainly declared that he was a Trinidad and Tobago citizen and that he was country first. That's what he was.
Intelligence at its fullest, Tommy. Intelligence at its fullest. He declares hand, I am a citizen of Trinidad
and Tobago.
And that's what we say. We are citizens Trinidad and Tobago.
And that's what we keep saying, that every single citizen should recognize that he's a citizen first, long before he was UNC, PNM, or PDP, or whatever.
Let me continue.
So you have to now justify how do you spend, and I mean, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars to rebrand the country. And that is the one that is, to me, the most troubling part of all of this. The philosophy, I see it. The practicality, I don't know how you do that. For instance, everybody's passport, that's 1 million passports, everybody's driver's license, and are you going to charge us? Or are we going to get it for free? Everybody's birth certificate, all the buildings, all the money. That's a huge, huge, huge cost.
Exactly.
Daddy Arrow can get my business online in minutes.
Tommy, if you haven't heard a person speak truth to power, Archbishop Gordon, if he was playing cricket, right, he scored a century in 10 balls.
Yep.
10 balls. So he get 10 tens. 10 tens. He gets 6 balls and 4 no balls. And you hit them for 10.
Yep.
Each ball. But tell me what it is. If you are a critical thinker, you would see that what the guy's saying makes sense. Right? You would see that. Right? But being that you are supporting your party, you know, Tommy, what's amazing to me, boy? Anytime you bring up something, somehow the UNC had to come in it.
Yep. You presented solutions, and you have to bring the UNC, and your solutions are for Trinidad and Tobago, regardless of who is in authority.
Mm. So if the UNC was in power and I brought solutions, I should have to include the PNM.
Yeah, that call the PNM name in the solutions. What rubbish! Utter rubbish!
Utter garbage.
Mr. Wash it, Uncle Tommy. Uncle Tommy and Wash it.
Yeah.
You know they tried to drag him this morning?
Oh God! Yeah.
Yeah, I calling near the Archbishop of Portsmouth talking. But he's the Archbishop of Portsmouth, he's the Catholic thing about living waters. He's seen that every day, no Wash it.
Of course he's seeing it.
It's 1,000 places go up for breakfast and food and all kind of thing up there, about living waters up there. But Wash it, I thought listening to the news with the money with the government, so they go and give Pancho Bego for a new building. You see the building that I see the building where they go and be like, you know, the people meet a question, they're asking, everybody saying, well, that money could do for better things.
KFC,
healthcare, crime, so much thing in this country going on. Then look at that big building. So the money that they point out,
yeah,
it ain't not enough. So the budget coming in, so when the budget they're gonna look at that money for that building.
You think it's easy?
It's government ready, start with credit check that Bishop talk with power. You go and get costing.
What do you mean? They're costing you left, right.
You're going to see that UNC, for this country, you fighting on the black man. They want to think for the black man. I don't understand.
Yeah, man, bless. Yeah. Tommy, you know, I noticed something. Caller, welcome. Caller.
Yeah. So you feel that it have people who will accuse him of being UNC because of he given his opinion?
Yes.
Okay, so then if the PNM people feel that David Mohammed now might be accused of being a PNM, which obviously he's not, you didn't think that some people might accuse him of that when he gave his opinion?
Well, David Mohammed, depends on what David Mohammed says. He's either UNC or PNM. It depends on what he says.
Right, but he gave his opinion. Are you aware of it?
Yeah, of course I'm aware.
Concerning the ships?
Of course I'm aware of it. Yeah, we played it.
All right. Is he saying the same thing the Archbishop said?
No, he's not saying the same thing.
Okay, good. I move on for that. Good. Okay. Right. Because everybody have an opinion, and opinions are like, and everybody have one. Right? I have on not only on this program, but other programs too. I have submitted several suggestions that could help, or if not help directly, help indirectly, in that it's a suggestion, and somebody could look at it and say, nah, this won't be able to work. No. But you know what we could do? We could tweet it and do it this way or do that instead and get into it. I have submitted several suggestions because in this country here, as I said, the deciding factor is dollars and cents. If it didn't have money in this place, just try to imagine if it was barter, where you're just exchanging items, not money. This place would have been so different. All right? But because it's money, and the Bible tells you that the love of money is the root of not some plenty, most of, or many, but all evil. One of the things that should happen, probably they have it, I don't know how much, but I'm not seeing it or hearing it enough. They should have sting operations set up. A man get a phone call telling him, I want 20,000. If you give me 20,000, I'll come and touch you up. Set up a sting operation. I've heard it happen already, and I heard the success of it. And I hope that it will have more of that. That could definitely help, because a man will come wrong with them dotishness. If he know, boy, I could end up getting set up and I go to collect the money out of that and other things I have suggested here, because I not onto the bacchanal and the kankatang, and I have made suggestions, right? That, listen, there are persons who obviously in key positions that are assisting in criminal activities. But they must be pointed out, because as you know, and everybody know, information is not evidence. Right? So there must be some way that we can, and if we think and think hard enough and come up with ways and means, then we could interfere with that kind of program that happens there. The things that happen under the table, and that have nothing to do with government, because I believe across all governments, we've had that kind of situation where it have people who they ringing their fingers and they licking their lips because this is my time now. Right? So we had to come up with system, because check it out. 99% of the situations we have here, which is not under the last 9 years alone, have a lot to do with the system that is there. And because the system is how it is, we will always be thinking we had to vote this one out, vote this one out. So we vote out UNC, and what happened? Look, we still hearing the same thing. We vote out PNM, and we still hearing the same thing.
Thank you, Cole.
So I have always been promoting that we have to interfere with the systems and them, and we could see a different Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you.
Tommy, all of a sudden, after we give solutions, partner coming up with solutions now, eh?
Well, let's encourage him.
No, I
because that's what's needed.
Yeah. Mr. Florida, welcome.
Hey, good night again, Mr. Anselm. Mr. Tommy, hey, top of the hour, Mr. Anselm, is 9:04 now.
Oh, God. Thanks,
wow.
man.
I go hold on the line because I want to say something.
All right, hold on. Wow.
Yeah.
That Tommy.
we all get carried away.
Yeah, that's when we are good people, eh? That is when we are good people.
Yeah.
Very much, but we get carried away, folks. It's in the village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you. Let's go for the top of the hour, because we are fully licensed, folks. If we don't do that,
FCC business.
We got to do FCC business. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
It raises a question, ladies and gentlemen. If they cannot speak the truth in small things, imagine what they will do in big things.
I want to send a message to Black Stalin. It have some people that burning. With honest people, you know where you stand. But not so with deceitful ones. For them black is white and ask a beefers about the truth. They couldn't care less. What was wrong for them yesterday? Now 10 times worse, they have nothing to say. For everything they was complaining, now their silence is their fooling. So that's all in now to you I turn. Them deceitful people must bull. Rowdy shut down Petrotrin, they say not a word. Fire to burn them. No foreign exchange, they yet to be heard. Fire to burn them. In 6 times he raised the gas price. When we were producing it, they had it nice. But his protest like rain, they go on down flat, flat, flat. If UNC did do that, so Stalin, light your fire. We cannot wait any longer. Stalin, time to wonder. Them deceitful men and women.
And there we have it, folks. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Wall Street, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Don't forget, share the live, WZYE 95.9 FM on Facebook and X. Subscribe, WZYE TV on YouTube, and you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
Also 973-609-6509, 973-609-6509. Text and voicemails, voice notes, however you want to describe it, are welcome.
Mr. Florida, go ahead. Sorry about that. Hello?
Mr. Florida.
Hey, good night again, Mr.
Yeah,
Anselm,
yeah,
Mr.
go ahead.
Tommy. So, Mr. Anselm,
Yeah.
you see that voice note you play there? I want to get a pundit name, eh? I want to know what temple he in. So Mr. Anselm, I just listened to the program a long time back, man. I used to call you. You always have solutions because you brought in Mr. Gordon Ramsay. I think that was his name.
Victor Ramsey.
Mr. Ramsey. The man from New York, who the police station, and you try to bring in white space internet for the rural areas, cheap internet, and then never appoint that.
Wow. Good memory, Mr.
Yeah,
Florida.
he been listening. He been listening.
Been listening? Wow, I forget about that.
But I never used to call in now because I used to just listen. But I want to say you always had a great program for a long time. When I say that, I mean
I forget about that. And that was early o'clock, eh?
Yep, that's a long time ago.
Yeah. So look on the Stevens answer, Mr. Tommy.
Yeah. Tommy, look at that.
Wow.
I forget about that. Tommy, but not only that, Tommy, the Laventel to Washington Empowerment Center. Tommy, what about that? You remember that?
Of course.
You remember that one, Tommy? Look it on the screen.
Of course.
I wonder if God to remember that one. That the PNM, the party he support, crash. No one do crush it. To Chili Bibi. They crush it. Chili Bibi. COP, welcome.
Good night to you, Wall Street. Good night to you, Uncle Tony. Good night to the listeners of Wall Street and Tobago and throughout the world. Oh, Father, Papa. Wall Street, I don't think that Gordon Joseph and them just come with solution. I think they come with excuse and shame. Under the People's Partnership, Pabla Prasad Bisasa was speaking about the system need cleaning up, the system suffering the people and all these things. And from Gordon Joseph and Bacteria and Rowley Jr. and all of them on 91.9 say she blaming the system. Well, they're going to fire the system. And the PNM supporters condemn she plenty for that. They did hear in Gordon Joseph.
blaming the system now. Who manage the system? Not human being manage the system. And we paying a human being over $50,000 a month to ensure we have a clean system. They was telling Kamala that too. Why it is we don't fire the person that we paying $50,000 a month, God Joseph, to ensure that we have a clean system. But all you have shame, all you feeling shame knowing that all you neglect the future of this country. Today now, throughout Trinidad and Tobago, priests, pundits, imam, and religious leaders saying the people of Trinidad and Tobago, it have many of them starving, hungry, they're killing out each other, shooting up each other and killing out each other, surviving, trying to survive. Why is you blaming the system? Why is you blaming the system and not saying fire the person who's supposed to clean up the system? I know it's shame, all your shame. And the future of your community and the future of the black tribe, listening every day on the radio, watching the parents in shame, knowing that what all is supporting for over 70 years. And all like to blame different government. Well, I will tell all the different government all you blaming. Out of the about 15 general election in this country, all the different government all you blaming. The UNC do it in 5 years and all you had better opportunity. Anyhow, do it in 5 years, less than 5 years, and all you bring them down. Kamala Prasad Visasa do it in 5 years and give all the best opportunity. Give that all the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago the best opportunity. And people like all you will bring down the administration and keeping the administration over there for over 60 years that have your community in depression, unforgiveness, and in a position which part of the community had to survive for survival. The survival instinct had to kick in and the surviving to live. And all you're not seeing that. All over the world, people seeing that. They're telling the citizens from all over the world, don't come Trinidad. And if you go Trinidad, you can go Pinal, you can go Debe, you can go Barakpo, you can go Chabonas, but please don't go Port of Spain. Don't go Sandy Grande. Don't go Diego Martin. That is what the tourism sector telling the citizens of their countries. Don't go in the PNM areas because all you neglect the PNM areas for years and to come shameful on national radio, television, YouTube, where everybody listening and seeing what's going on and making excuse for all your mistake. Yes, it's all your mistake. Why is it good for a human being to support one party all their life and condemn a next party that brings changes and development to human being, and you all do want that? Why? And it's only when your party in office and the citizens face chaos, confusion, and poverty, then all they're saying, well, look, all they want to have solution, have solution in asking the PNM to assist the people and represent the people. Otherwise, all they resign and call a general election. And then I will say, all this speaking like human being. Because when you speak so, you speak for the poor and the needy and the underprivileged. And the people who don't have a voice, you speak for them. But all you're not doing that, all you're speaking only for one thing, to keep the PNM in there, don't condemn the PNM, and let the PNM oppress the poor and the needy and the underprivileged. That's what all they're doing. That's what all they're supporting and classifying all themselves as human being and Christian and God and God. And let me tell you something, eh? Let me tell you something. Almighty God don't want to hear all, yeah? If Almighty God wanted to hear all, yeah, then he would have bring sanity and decency in your community. You would not have so much of confusion, poverty, and people killing out each other. God would have intervened. But only run God, only running the creator from the community. That is what only doing. Wall Street and Heavy, Wall Street and Uncle Tony,
Thank you. Thank you, man.
and listeners throughout the world. Thank you for this opportunity.
Tommy,
Thank you, Kunji.
this is what they gave to Pancho and Bagel. Listen to it. Watch it.
Yep.
Tommy, you know, boy. Tommy, I don't know, boy. Like, I don't know. I like Prime Minister Roy does hypnotize black people, right? I feel so seriously. Prime Minister Roy will go down in history as the worst prime minister for black people in Trinidad and Tobago, and by extension, the country. I put in black people and the country, because it worse for them under him than for the regular population. He will go down in history. Well, let me take out the black people. He will go down in history as the worst. Tommy, I want to ask a question. I had this question to ask a long time. Folks, we have 3 tables. We have table number 1 with the top 3 prime ministers. We have table number 2 with the next best 3 prime ministers. And we have table number 3 with the 7th prime minister. So it's 3 on one table, Tommy, the top 3. Then 4, 5, and 6 on the second table. And the third table is the 7th best prime minister. Well, that would be the worst. Right? I would like folks to please put them on different tables. Table number 1 is the top 3 prime ministers. Table number 2 is the next 3. And table number 3 is the last prime minister. Right? Tommy, do you wanna think about it, and you could give your analysis, or you wanna I know what you want to do.
You don't know what I want to do.
Eh?
You don't know what I want to do.
I see you scratching your head.
Because I had me thinking.
You're thinking. All right, folks. So here it is again. Okay? Here what it is. We have 3 tables. 3 tables. Table number 1, table number 2, and table number 3. There have been 7 prime ministers in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. Forget about whether you get 2 terms or 3 terms. 7. Table number 1 is the top 3. Table number 2 is the next 3. And the last table is prime minister number 7. Okay? Caller, you're calling to answer the question. We're just taking the question.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
sir.
Go ahead, caller. Table number 1.
You didn't leave much option there. You're saying that you want to get the best.
Caller, table number 1 is the top 3 prime minister. Table number 2 is the next 3. And table number 3 is number 7. There have been 7 prime ministers. There are 3 tables. 3 could fit on one, 3 can fit on another, and 1 on another. Who are you in table number 1?
Table number 1?
Yes.
Based on my consciousness, I would not have been around in the consciousness and during the time of Dr. Eric Williams. So I wouldn't go for him. I know what I heard. But during my time of political consciousness, with some hesitancy, because he introduced gambling in Trinidad and Tobago, to some extent, he had to take full responsibility. I have Mr. Manning. I have Mr. Pandey. And I'm searching for the third person.
So, caller, when you get it together, call me back, all right?
No problem.
All right, cool. So, folks, we sticking to this point, eh? We want you to call or send a voice note or put it in the chat. Table number 1 is the top 3 prime ministers. Table number 2 is the next 3. And table number 3 is prime minister number 7. Who are you going to put on the 3 tables? We're sticking to that question. The only other thing we're going to go to the Pancho and Bagel issues. Again, if you just join us, the question is, in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, we have had 7 prime ministers. We got 3 tables, right? Yes, caller.
Mr. Robinson.
Robinson, A&R Robinson. Table
Yeah.
number 2. Who's table number 2? Call us back when you get it. You have taken the next call. Call us back when you get it. Caller, welcome. Caller. Caller?
Hello?
Yes.
Good day.
Caller,
Well, she's at,
who are you putting on the different tables?
and but listen, on the 3, the first table with the 3,
Yes.
Mr. Manning,
Manning,
Mr. Pandey,
Pandey,
Mr. Manning,
Mhm.
Mr. Pandey,
Yes.
and Miss what's her name? Kamala.
Kamala. Okay. Table number 2.
1. That's 1.
That's 1.
Right?
Table number 2.
And the only one I can figure is number 7. I can't figure the other one. The only one I know after that is 7. Mr. Manning, Mr. Rowley.
So Rowley
Dr.
on 7.
Rowley.
All right. So you have
On
A&R
the 7th
Chambers.
table
You
for
have
the worst.
Right. You have A&R.
So all I know is I know the best and the worst. I know too much about the middle.
Thanks, caller. Thank you.
Okay.
So she said number 1 is Manning, Pandey, and Kamala.
And Kamala. Right. And on table number 3, she put in Prime Minister Rowley. And in the middle, she will put A&R Chambers and who's the other one? A&R Chambers, Manning, Rowley, Kamala, Pandey.
I think it's only 6 of them, you know.
There's only 6?
Because I can't think of anybody else.
I thought it was 7.
Who are the 7?
Hold on. That could be my error then. Let me check. Hold on. Okay. Prime Minister.
Eric.
There we go. Eric Williams. There we go. All right, Eric. All right. So we have Eric, A&R, and Chambers on table number 2. There we go. All right. So folks, we have it. We're sticking to this question. We have 3 tables. Who are you putting on table number 1? Who are you putting on table number 2? And who are you putting on table number 3? Table number 3 is all by their lonesome. So far, we have one person putting Prime Minister Rowley on table number 3. Send your let me go to the chat and see. You can send your voice note or send your okay. R79 says first time tuning in. Were you joining us from R79? What does R79 means, man? What does that mean? R79. Okay, hold on. So Caribbean Soul. Okay. Capitan says table 2, Eric, Manning, Pandey. All right. Let me go here. Yeah, reporter. Reporter, we're doing a quick survey here. If you didn't, did you hear us?
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, I heard you. And I listened to the program right through now.
Yeah. Tell us who you're putting on table number 1, table number 2, and table number 3.
On table number 1,
Yeah.
I will put A&R Robinson.
Right.
Then I will put Mr. Chambers, the late A&R Robinson. And then I will put Mr. Manning. Okay. And I will put Dr. Rowley on table number 3. And the reason why I did not call the first Prime Minister is because he was the one allowed the life of 1970 Black Power movement to take place in this country with Black people. So that is why he didn't make it on my chart. Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago.
Thank you. COP call back. So again, folks, we have another person putting Prime Minister Rowley on table number 3. We just asking the question. Let's go to the chat. KFC, welcome. Who are you putting on table number 1, table number 2, and table number 3?
I go to table number 1, man.
Who you putting on table 1?
Yeah,
Tell us who you putting on table 1 and table. Who you putting on table 1 and table 3? We go
the
figure out
most
who's
evilest man in the country, man. Other country saying, you gotta go number 1, man.
No.
Rowley.
Table number 1 is the top 3. Table number 2 is the next 3. Table number 3 is the last one. He's 7. He's last. So think about it. KFC.
I put Appoint Kamala in table number 1.
Right.
The Honorable Kamala passes Lassa.
Yeah.
Bazio Pande.
Yeah.
And Herman.
A&R,
This
right.
is now.
Who you putting on table number? The last person goes on table number 3. Who you putting on table number 3? The last person. The 7th person going on table number 3. Who is that? We go figure out table number 2.
Appoint Gordon and Rowley in table number 3.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh God. Tommy, by now you should have your your thing by now. You have it now, Tommy. You have it?
And one I put on number 1, I put in.
Caller, hold on, Caller, hold on. Yeah, go ahead, Tommy.
I put in Patrick.
I
put in Chambers. And I put in Robinson.
Okay. Who you putting on table number 2?
Number 2 is Eric.
Yeah.
Kamala. And Pandey.
Okay, so you put in Prime Minister Rowley on table number 3.
Yeah.
All right. Caller, who you putting on table number 1, 2, and 3? Caller? Yeah, who you putting on table number 1, 2, and 3?
Table number 1 is the first 3, the best Prime Minister, right?
Right, I the best Prime Minister, yeah.
I put in Kamala, Patrick Manning, and George Chambers.
Okay. Table number 2.
And the second table is the second 3 best, right?
Yeah, second 3 best.
I put in A&R Robinson, Eric Williams, and who's the next one?
Chambers. You put Chambers on 1 though.
I put Chambers on 1.
Well,
in my view, Chambers was a good Prime Minister.
Who you putting on table number 3?
In my view.
Table number 3. Who you putting?
Number 3?
Yeah.
I put in Prime Minister Rowley, Christine Kangaloo, Stuart Young, Fitzgerald Hines, the Minister of Police. The Minister of Police.
COP, you only talking about Prime Minister.
But
you only talking about
Prime
Minister.
Only Prime Minister. Well, call him Berta. But all the actors Prime Minister, you know.
Oh no.
All the acting Prime Ministers too.
Rowley only make him Berta Prime Minister. And Stuart Young got 2 days the other day.
COP, thanks. Let me take some other words, all right?
Okay,
Thank you.
all right.
Tommy, oh God, what bacchanal? All right.
You know.
Okay, hold on, Tommy. Mr. Florida, who you putting on table number 1, table number 2, and table number 3?
All right. So table number 1 for me, the Prime Minister and them was Manning, Pandey, and Robinson.
Okay.
And table number 2 is Kamala, Eric Williams, and George Chambers. And table number 3 is Colin Ilmbert.
No. Colin is not the Prime Minister.
Mr. Anselm, I cannot accept that we have a Prime Minister named Rowley, you know. I can't accept that, you know. Because let me tell you something, the only thing that man missing is a key, you know, because he like a doorknob. You know the saying what they say? As something as a doorknob. Well, on table 3 are putting your condition.
Yeah, man.
Anselm, let's hear your tables.
Eh?
Let's hear who you are assigning to the tables.
Well, wait. Let me get from the chat. Right? Let me get from the chat. Hold on, Let me go back here. To see when we started. R79, where you tuning in from? R79 says, first time tuning in. Gordon Joseph said, I said these things before, and what she just saying, I now come up with these. Lord, Lord, help, please, quick. Do, but Miss Atlanta, I'd like to know what you doing. Caribbean Soul. That's so true, the US. Hold on, let me go to the chat room. I'm trying to see who else there. Capitan says Rowley Robinson Chambers. Capitan for which table? Which table? Oh, that's table 1. Rowley Robinson Chambers. Somebody said something funny. Table 2, Eric Manning Pandey. I guess, all right. So even Capitan put in Prime Minister Rowley on table number
1.
3.
He put Rowley at table 1.
You put Rowley on table 1? Let me see. Oh, I missed it.
Go back.
Hold on, let me go back. Yeah, oh. Okay. So Capitan put Rowley Robinson Chambers on table 1. Right? Table 2, he put Eric Williams, Manning and Pandey. And on table 3, he put Kamala. Okay? Hanif put table 1, Pandey, Kamala, Patrick. Table 2, he put Chambers, Williams, and Robinson. On table 3, he put Rowley. Right? Okay. Dane says Dane can put table 1, Kamala, A&R, and Basdio. Right? Table 2, Eric, Manning, Chambers. Table 3, Keith Christopher, Columbus, Rowley. Okay. Caribbean Soul, you had to put people in thing, man. Nazma, you had to put them. Okay. S West says Kamala, Basdio Pandey, A&R on the first table. Manning, Chambers. Okay, he missed one. He missed Williams. Manning, Chambers, and Williams on the second table, and Rowley on the third table. So, folks, so far in our unscientific poll, Prime Minister Rowley has ended up on the third table. We are asking you, we have 3 tables. We have 7 prime ministers in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. The top 3 going on the first table, the next 3 going on the second table, and the worst prime minister in the history of Trinidad and Tobago going on the third table. So far, Prime Minister Rowley is the runaway winner on table number 3, all by him lonesome. Even Tommy. So, Tommy, you want to know who I'm going to put?
Yeah, let's hear your choices.
My choice is very simple. On table number 1, we have Kamala Prasad Busesa, we have Patrick Manning, and we have Basdio Pandey. Table number 2, George Chambers, A&R Robinson,
and Eric Williams.
On table number 3, we have Prime Minister Rowley. So, one thing is academic, Tommy, so far. One thing is academic. One. And you notice something, Tommy? Did Gordon Joseph ever give us his other selections? He could only come up with 1 table, right?
He got me first table.
Yeah. You remember who you put on the first table? Who you put? Manning, Pandey, and A&R. I think that's what he put on the first table. He didn't come up with a second table, or he didn't come up with a third table. So he could text that. Yeah? Let's go to the voice notes. And I want to deal with it. So, folks, Nazma say, Nazma ain't putting people on the first or the second table. All she say, Rowley on the own table with no one else on it. Oh, God. All right. Let me take this voice note.
Wall Street, Appleton, Kamala, Patrick Manning, and Chambers in the first table. Playing the second table, Appleton, Eric Williams, and
Hold on, be finished.
Christopher Rowley. Want to change Christopher Columbus history in Trinidad and Tobago. Christopher Columbus treat Trinidadians so bad and brutalize them. Dr. Rowley, Christopher Rowley brutalized the people 10 times worse. He want to ensure that he erase Christopher Columbus and make his own reign.
Let's see if there's any other voice notes. Oh. Tommy?
Talk to me.
So, let me see this here. Let me see. Hold on.
Good, sir. We've had a situation where it is reported on the news that a man left this country with millions of dollars for a contract that he was supposed to do for water. That is the system, or that is somebody who was just so skillful. We've had a situation where in live sport, it had people who get killed, it had people who testifying the bubble that they were doing. That is not the system, sir. That is individuals. And I could go on to call more and more and more and more. It have people who are before the courts right now. It have people who were before the court from other parties. That is not the system, sir. Well, I'm not too sure what you hope to achieve with this, but if I had to pick a second table, Dr. Rowley, Mr. Chambers, and Mr. Eric Williams. That's the second table.
And the third table?
It's obvious who is on the third table. One of the worst period of Trinidad and Tobago. I didn't say so, no. That's what the population say more than once. So all it don't cost me, cost the population.
Oh boy. Tommy?
Oh well.
Oh well. You can't expect nothing less. You know what I mean? And it's not like, hold on, let's take this voice.
Can I, Mr. Worship? Can I look at Tommy? You know what I say? I put Rolly in the first table. I put the line of fire. Get bullet politically. Too much of nonsense going on by Worship, boy. You have to be in the front. You have to be the line of fire, man.
Now, KFC, I know what we mean. We want to know, we're going from worst, from best to worst. We're going from best to worst. Okay. All right, let me go back to the chat. Nas Master, we call Gordon's bias. I mean, Pro, you have to be truly disappointed. Gordon, it has someone who involved with the fake deal and the person is a PM.
Is a PM, Prime Minister.
Okay, Tommy, thanks a lot. That Balize juice boy, it's strong. You think it easy? S. says, Eric Williams, no job after graduated, no opportunity for further studies. Not everyone has opportunity beyond standard 5. Many people just stay there. No education beyond elementary school. Nikki Nick says, first table, Kamala Pandey and London. Second table, Manin Nar and Eric. Oh God. Tell me why? Third table, Duke and Rowlaya and the three ships. Oh God. Anyway, folks, listen to this, right? Keep sending your message. Which table you will put the prime ministers on? So far, our unscientific evidence says that Prime Minister Rowley will go on the third table all by his lonesome. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Okay.
But you promised to deal with the new home for Patron Big.
Yeah. I'm gonna deal with that right now. Yeah, thanks a lot. I'm gonna deal with that right now. Folks, Pantry Bay go get a new home, eh? Tommy boy. Tommy, we just let anything be done to us, you know, boy. Anything, you know.
No, it's your leader that is so skillful.
No, but we still have to allow it to happen, though.
No, he's just skillful like that. He just keep changing narrative and
we just
reinvent himself every week so that he becomes relevant over and over and over and over.
But Tommy, don't the leaders could say no? Why don't the leaders say no? We're not taking that. We just play that thing here all the time. We ain't taking that. So listen,
they're taking that. Don't even say they're not taking that. They're taking that.
Folks, this is the Pantry and Bagel new building, and it's the article that goes with it. Watch this and listen to this.
Pantrinbago's headquarters will be constructed at the old post office site on Wrightson Road in Port of Spain. Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley has confirmed. He was speaking on Saturday at the finals of Pantrinbago's Steel Band Music Festival at the Jean-Pierre Complex in Port of Spain. Rowley said years ago the government had given the steel pan movement a plot of land out in the east, just south of Trincity, for a Pantrinbago headquarters and possibly a business site. Pantrinbago stepped out haltingly to do that, and I dare say it got not only stuck in the mud, but it literally became a national eyesore. He added, not too long ago, a very distinguished Indian firm, very deeply involved in cricket and wanting to get involved to support West Indies cricket and their own venture, offered to partner with the government to create a cricket academy as now exists in Mumbai, in Maharashtra, in India. The government agreed to accept the proposal and the government's contribution to that cricket academy, which we hope will come to fruition in the not-too-distant future, was to put in the land as requested. To do so, we had to talk to Pantrinbago and to get them to agree to do an exchange where the government will get back that piece of land in that location, get involved with the cricket academy there, and do something for Pantrinbago elsewhere, the Prime Minister stated. We eventually agreed by negotiation between Pantrinbago and various government entities to give Pantrinbago in return for the property in the east, the site which is now the old post office, the abandoned old post office here in Port of Spain, where the mapping section exists in that old building which has been engineeringly condemned on Wrightson Road. We are aiming to move the mapping section out to the east into a better location, secure and more user-friendly and fit for purpose, and on this site where Pantrinbago will now have, the government has agreed not to leave Pantrinbago on a site or in ownership of an abandoned condemned building. As Minister for UDECOT, Urban Development Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago, I was able to go to the cabinet and get cabinet agreement. The last agreement was had a couple weeks ago or thereabouts, where I can tell you that the government and Pantrinbago has agreed to a design for a headquarters building worthy of its location in the city of Port of Spain on Wrightson Road at the old post office site, Rowley continued. Commenting on the design of the structure, he said, very soon, when you see the architect's rendering of what that building would look like, I am guaranteeing you that you will be proud, because like everything else, it would look somewhere like a pan. And in the city of Port of Spain, the only city in the world that will have a building like that, Pantrinbago and the government will share that building, with Pantrinbago using its share of the building to support its financial ventures and be in a location worthy of the home where steel pan was invented. Pan Trinbago President Beverly Ramsey Moore told the Express yesterday that the structure will cost approximately $100 million and feature 6 floors. The building will not only facilitate Pan Trinbago, but also there are going to be spaces that are going to be shared with government ministries and other spaces that can be rented for additional revenue streams for the organization, she said. Ramsey Moore added that the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and the Arts will be rolling out the plans for the structure and what it will be used for during this week.
No audio, no audio.
Sorry about that. Tommy, I'm perplexed.
So are you?
Tommy, you gave up 8 to 12 acres of land for that? And, Tommy, it's going to cost $100 million? Tommy, help me here now. Use a pan connoisseur. Help me here. What am I missing? Tell me, what am I missing?
I don't think you have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that they're being bamboozled. They are, because the headroom they have in that space out in the east there, it's like you're stuffing them. They're trying to stuff the future pan into a little box.
And Tommy, the old post office, and you're gonna spend. I wonder who's spending that $100 million.
$100 million. Well, they'll demolish it, cut away the rubble. Except if they're going to throw it in the sea or something. I don't know.
You know what? Let me call Beverly Ramsey Moore. Let me try calling Beverly Ramsey Moore. It's late, I know, late, but I want to try.
You think she's going to take a call?
I don't know. I want to try. Let me try. I know it's late.
The space given by Pandey has more headroom.
Saying it's calling. I gotta check to see if I have
it's
the right.
Calling or ringing? Which one is doing?
Calling. It didn't ring in yet. It's calling. I know when it's calling, it didn't ring in yet. You gotta try and get in contact with Darren, man. I know Darren might want to stay out of it too, you know. Well, he was on the board of Pan Trinbago a few years ago.
with prior
that guy, whatever his name was, the last president before Beverly Ramsey Moore. All right, I gotta try and get her number. Maybe that number is not a good number. But anyway, I think let's take this voice note. Hold on.
Wall Street, good night. That tracker sending by Burning Spear, that is the Pan Trinbago. Then PNM parasite and them in Pan Trinbago. Look what they do with despots too. Take despots and put them in the middle of a war zone and condemn that nice pan site up on the hill up there. That nice thing. Who could run despots from Lavanti? Nobody can run despots from Lavanti. Sell out. Listen to that track. Wall Street, and find a space for it in your program somehow. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Who's a reporter?
Yeah, that's reporter. Okay, let me play this.
Yeah.
Hold on, Tommy.
Good night, Wall Street. I added Wicked Man, he passed at Google, Sharon Felix, and a silent PNM Daily Voice. Wall Street, don't throw the gas yet. Wait. I'm get the matches. All right, go ahead and throw it. I like them up politically. You're too evil and wicked. Why don't you do that, Pastor? Make your old boy.
let's go back to the chat quickly, Tommy. Folks, put your closing comments in the chat. I want to tell you, put your closing quotes in the chat. Tommy, you know, I ain't see Eugene Julian put no prime ministers on no tables. I wonder if he have any. I ain't see him at all. Anyway, Nikki Nick say first table, Kamala, Pandey. Oh, I read this already.
Yeah.
Marjorie, welcome. Hanif says it's easier to teach a bull to read music than an ignoramus like JG. Marjorie says, what are the names of the people who were murdered in live sports? Will anyone charged give names? What is the status of the cases with these murders? Okay. Caribbean Soul says table 1, Pandey, Patrick Kamla. Table 2, Eric Robinson Chambers. Table 3, Keith Christopher Columbus. Tommy, you know it's interesting that George Chambers turning out to be a better prime minister than Prime Minister Rowley. Isn't that kind of interesting?
Chambers was a good man. He was misunderstood. That's why they said he was done. See,
I know. He was really misunderstood.
Patrick, what's his name was misunderstood too. Robinson meant well.
Yeah. Carice, welcome. Margie says, why are they doing an exchange if it was not theirs? Why could they not do what they are doing in the city at the original site? Margie, that is the $6 billion question. Right?
And they had headroom at the spot.
And it makes more sense to me to do it up at that side there than to go down the ladder.
In that crowded city.
Oh my God. It's just I don't get it. I don't get it. Nazma says Nikki Nick, who it was. She was in the PNM government. Dane says Beverly Ramsey Moore, if Sing for Your Supper was a person. Okay. Wall Street, how come there is not an African Naga or Baptist Naga for African people to hold event celebration and create employment? Caribbean Soul, I've asked the question, how come the Emancipation Support Committee, which was renamed by the Prime Minister, African Emancipation Support Committee, don't even have half an acre of land? He said, I had much respect. S. West said, I had much respect for Eric Williams, but Gordon says, but that's their choice. Who are you or anyone else to fight them on that? Nobody fighting nobody or no choice. People pick whoever they want. Margie said, so the land is good for an academy and not for a pan museum, symphony hall, festival parking. Yeah, correct is right. Nazma says, Gordon Maloney. So Gordon, you like our PNM giving away our lands to people from India? Gordon answer, that's what the court said. What? And if that's a good point, you know. Tommy.
Imagine you have to share a pantry and go building with the government.
Tommy, how that is your building and you have to share the building with the government? I don't understand that. Make it make sense now, Tommy.
No. It's for brighter minds than yours and mine.
Something in sense, Tommy. You own a building, but you have to share it. Well, no, I think they go pay rent.
The government got to pay pension and go rent?
Yeah.
Yeah, come again.
What do you mean? Why they can't pay rent? If they own the building, I wonder if they have a lease for the building. I wonder if they have a deed for the property. Eh? They're supposed to have a deed, right? If they own it, right? I mean, that's why we'll ask Beverly Ramsey more. Yeah?
But Beverly Ramsey Moore ain't taking your call. Trust me when I tell you.
Now I go get next number for Shima. Shima, you just don't know it's me. I don't think she know who I am.
That's what you don't think.
That's why I say I don't think.
Yeah, but she'll find out quick. She'll find out quick, fast, in a hurry.
You think Prime Minister will give her my number? Or some PNM people give it to you. See that number show up on your phone? Don't take that, eh?
Don't answer this.
Don't answer that. Heidi says we want Rowley gone. Then we can't behave like him, ignorant and evil. Yeah. Don't use we breath to speak insulting things. Best to speak on what we can do to ensure a godly future. Nikki said the match not matching. Hey, look, Patricia, come late, boy. Paddy, how you doing? Is it okay if I call you Paddy? Patricia? Is it okay? Let me know in the chat, okay? Patty says Wall Street stop.
Feeding the dancey.
Yeah, feeding on the duns. I wonder what she talking about, boy. Patty, who you talking about? The building will be shared. That what was said. Yeah, that what was said. I mean, but when it could be shared, it could be that the government paying Pancho and Bego rent. Right, Tommy?
Something.
Pancho and Bego wouldn't be paying any rent because they own the building.
For KFC. Yeah.
Patricia, boy. Patty. Oh, God. And let me see if I have one more video here. I had one other thing I wanted to play. Let me see. One other thing. I want to play this part.
There is a huge difference between leaders and politicians. Politicians are liars. Leaders tell the truth. Politicians beg people to get them into office. Leaders are begged by people to enter into office. Politicians worry about the next election. Leaders worry about the progress and the vision of the country. Politicians measure success by material gain that they got from stealing from the public, of course. Leaders measure success by the progress of the country. Politicians are populist in their developmental plans. Leaders do the right thing. Even when people don't see the point presently, they'll see it in the future. Politicians hire people who are incompetent. Politicians hire people who are useless. Politicians surround themselves with people who, with yes men for self-aggrandizement. But leaders surround themselves with people who are even more intelligent than him or her. Leaders surround themselves with people who are even more competent than him or her. Leaders surround themselves with people who are willing to challenge the leader. That's the difference between a politician and a leader. In short, what I'm trying to say is that we have many politicians. We have little to no leaders. We should strive, we as the African race should strive for leadership over politicians. Leadership over politics, and I think that should be the mantra. That should be the hashtag, leadership over politics. I'd rather take a poor politician who happens to be a good leader than a good politician who happens to be a poor leader.
And that's what we have in Trinidad and Tobago, Tony.
Correct.
That's exactly what we have in Trinidad and Tobago.
Top of the hour.
Yeah. Folks, we're going to go for a quick break. Don't forget, put your closing comments in the chat. Put your closing comments in the chat. We're going to go for a quick break and we'll be right back after this. We're going to get your voice notes, your closing quotes. And of course, folks, we're going to wrap up. We did an unscientific poll. So Prime Minister Rowley so far is all by his lonesome on table number 3. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with Uncle Tommy, Professor Walsheet, and you on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to you every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. Tommy, did you hear about this? Disenchanted UNC members form a new party.
No, that's news to my ear.
An agreement has been struck to form a new third party, according to a post on a Facebook page titled United and Proud. It's UPTT. Unity is power. So
United and Proud? What,
UPTT, Unity.
So they are the rainbow or what?
No, they have two hands holding up UPTT. We go show that tomorrow. So this is what it says. Hold on. An agreement has been struck to form a new third party. What do you mean by a new third party?
They might be number 6 or 7.
Yeah, there can't be a third party.
They are already 3rd and 4th.
Right. And titled United and Proud, which has since its inception been opposed to the United National Congress leader, Kamala Prasad-Bissessar, and her team. I don't know who that is. Whoever that is. Okay. So my closing quote is, today, I'm going to let my burdens go. I'm going to face this day and have faith that everything will get better. So today, I'm going to let my burdens go. I'm going to face this day and have faith that everything will get better. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. Remember, your circumstances may determine who you are, but you are responsible for who you become.
My closing quote is from Rosa Parks. She says, I have learned over the years that when one's mind is made up, this diminishes fear. Knowing what must be done does away with fear. Like I always say, you the man in the mirror. You have to become that change you want to see. But if when you look in that mirror, you don't like what you see, you cannot blame the mirror. Never look down on a person unless you're giving them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. See you tomorrow, God willing.
Okay. Thank you, Tommy.
You're welcome.
Closing comments. Let me see something. Let me go to the voice notes first, and then we wrap up.
Why Gordon Joseph and Baratari and them don't call the person name who gone with all them millions and dollars be claiming. All they say, the people them gone with millions of dollars from Wassa was supposed to build water treatment plant and all kind of things. Why don't call the people them name? The man name, he name Mamu. Why don't call the name? And if that was so illegal, how come the PNM can't do nothing about that corruption? Because the law provide that everything was across board. If it was so corrupted, why does PNM can't lock up nobody and get back the money? But they could have get back the money from the PIACO. The same way how they get back money from PIACO because they said it was illegal and they fight that case. Why do they fight that case to get back that money? Because everything was across board done, sir.
All right, let me see some other messages here. Okay. Oh God. Lord Father. Yeah, KFC. KFC.
Yeah, good night, Mr. Washi. Good night, Dr. Roll. Have a blessed night until tomorrow, we try again.
Yeah, man.
Wash it.
Yeah.
With Dr. Early telling me that we black people don't deserve land, we deserve the concrete jungle. Let's stick up in the tongue there.
Yeah,
Like
man.
crabs in a barrel.
That is it. That's what we deserve.
Well, much land again, 11 acres of land.
I think it was 8 to 12 acres or something like that. That he take.
Well, they could have planned the own garden,
Yeah.
garden and thing, and you know, understand?
Correct is right.
I see Trinidad, if you're not alive, they go to Joseph, go down their life and take you in their life. Sit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Satan company. Yeah, man, bless.
Yeah, man. All right, let me see. Let me see if this is our closing comment here.
Closing comments. And I always like to reflect on how things went and to see if there were any gains and losses. And if yes, you know, for who? All right? Because 3 hours, I mean, there are so many things people could do. So if you decide to be on a program, I think try and see if you could, you know, add value. You understand? Now, I hope this program don't stop. But I also hope that they don't get like other programs that I hear where actually violence is coming up as part of the thing, as part of the mix. All right? And it have who interpreting what they hear as, you know, boy, watch yourself and be careful and all them, you know. I hope your program don't get like that. All right? And that's why I keep saying, you have to guide the ship. You are the captain. You have people who in office and all it can shouldn't be disrespected like that. Yeah, they might do disrespectful things. But then if they go low, you go low too. Well, anyhow, you said it already. You said, nah, you ain't care, and they could do anything. Anyhow, I am not of that ilk.
Oh, Lord.
I will do something very significant tomorrow, please God. But I still say, I haven't heard any response to, you know, how are we to go forward? The next in line supposed to be the UNC. Can you say to those who are out there who are neutral, who not PNM, can you say to them that this is what you have in place and everything is all right and everything is good and you're ready to take over the range with what happened just a couple months ago? Can you say that? And it was so unfortunate that you comment and say that because of what you say, I now coming out with ideas. When I said this thing long time, and you have your followers who will follow that. Oh gosh, let me keep the thing real, balanced, and truthful now. Please, it will help you. Your ratings will go up. You understand? But if you're pelting more than backing after tire and no, that wouldn't help you with the neutrals. It will help you with your disciples. Yeah? So everybody have a better and good night, and don't forget to pray, because at the end of the day, at the beginning of the night, God is the creator, and it ain't have anything that he cannot do if you deal with him from your heart, not from your head, from your heart. Good night, all.
Okay. Okay, this is Ms. Georgia closing comment. A good political leader takes responsibility for their actions, listen to their constituents, and work towards greater good. That's unknown. Mr. Florida closing comments. Here we go.
Hey, good night, Mr. Hanslim. Good night, Mr. Tommy. Blessings to you and your family. Blessings to all the callers, everybody in chat, everybody on the live. Blessings to your family. Mr. Hanslim, when Panchin Bego sharing that building with the government, and the government say they're paying all the bills, it's just a matter of time. After a few years go by, they will say they're owing and they will kick them out from that building.
Okay, I think that's it for the we have one last voice note.
That man, he don't have an idea what it is really going on in Trinidad, you know. is the policies of Dr. Rowley turn the country into this tailspin. Once you move Rowley and Inbert from the head of the country affairs, the place will be a better place. It's Dr. Rowley policy. They didn't listen to Patrick Manning. They didn't hear what the late Patrick Manning said. Man, stop wasting every time and keep calling the damn radio every minute now, man. Stay off the air.
Oh, God. All right, Tommy. That is it for the voice.
Yeah.
Just let me quickly wrap up here in the closing comments. Hailey says, Ansem, to have faith, that means you have to put your trust in God. And that is it. All we need is God, but most in touch with the Most High Almighty. Margie says, well, the party put out a draft of their manifesto today and more to come. Okay. Hanif says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens. Cameron says, as always, I say Rowley is the worst in this country history. And with that, I am keeping safe, guys. Love in the house always. Thank you, Cameron. Mean Gene, closing comments. For a portion of the show, I thought it was Bible studies. I thought I was at Bible study. Yeah. Okay. Margie, closing comment. We shall never change our political leaders until we change the people who elect them. Mark Scusen. Okay, I think that's it. All right, Tommy, we out of here. We're gonna go to our favorite song.
Yep.
See you folks later.
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting, you know. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a jail. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. You're sounding like some goats when they come looking for votes. Fit the empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a jail. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's sunburn. Who take the S out of Port of Spain? This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion.